Hey, what's going on, guys? quiescence here. In this video we're gonna add one little feature into our make move function, so eventually it would be able to distinguish between captures and quiet moves. So before we start, I just want to grab this tricky position just like I always do probably in the beginning of the most videos in this series, and I just want to paste it back here. Save. Well, maybe it even wasn't really necessarily needed, but doesn't matter really. So I want to restore my take back stuff here. Also, I want to change the move. Let's move the pawn from A2 to A3. Sorry, within our tricky position. And in order to compile and run this stuff, I just want to open the terminal in the current working directory, and by simply type in make, I compile the source, and if it compiles, I just want to run the binary executable produced by the compiler called chess hexadecimal 88. Okay, and what we got here? Okay, so this is the initial position. Then we're moving the pawn from A2 to A3. This is the quiet move, which is important. And now now we're taking it back. Perfect. Okay, so now let's go to our make move function right over in here, and I just want to add one more argument into it. So this would be the integer called capture flag. So from now on, in order to call our make move function, we need to specify the capture flag along with the move itself. So let me see where this is happening actually. Yeah, so here I was kind of printing the return value of the make move function just to make sure that just to distinguish between the legal moves and the illegal moves, right? Yeah, probably just for clarity, I would like to get rid of this for now. And also, so we could have so the flag would be 0 for all moves and 1 for captures, but I'm not really sure. Should I? Well, probably it would be just a bit better to enumerate this stuff somewhere. Let's enumerate them somewhere over in here. So this would be capture flag. Capture flags. Yeah, so let's enum and call this capture. Can I call this capture flags? Yeah, I guess I can. Capture flags, and we will have two elements. So the index of 0, this is default one. I'll call this all. Let's call this like all moves, and this the second would be capture. Captures, like only captures. Okay, only captures, just to make it visually understandable, like what exactly was supposed to be passing within our make move function. So save, and now I can use all moves to represent 0, and I can use only captures to represent captures. So let's get back to our make move function, and first let's get done with all moves. Save, and it should compile and run even though it's been altered. Okay, so now let's go back to our make move function again, and we'll take the entire code that we've written here, and I would like to add an indentation here, so we can add an extra condition. So I can say if and capture flag. So if capture flag is equal to 0, if capture flag is equal to 0 or all moves like this, in this case we need to perform all the below stuff. We could also use like not capture and without this part, but I don't really want doing this because it's more kind of easier to understand what's going on under the hood with this sort of a notation. So with this sort of a syntax. Sorry. So if capture flag equals to all moves, well, this is 0, but it doesn't really matter that much. In this case, we want to go for all the stuff that we've been writing within our make move function all this kind of time. Okay, so yeah, it still works. But if I just even though A2 A3 is not a capture, but if I just take if I just turn on, sorry guys, if I turn on the capture flag here and try to run it again, it won't really be making the move. At least it doesn't have to. Sorry. Why does it still? Hold on a sec. This is a bit weird. It doesn't have to make a move. Maybe I just pick up a wrong flag there. Well, this should be the capture flag. So yeah, let me go back to my move encoding to make sure that I did pick up the capture flag correctly. So capture flag, yeah, it's just right next after the captured piece. Okay, let's check this again. All move. Oh well, that's because yeah, this is all right, but just because I send this all moves, that's the reason. So if here I just specify this only captures, or even no, let's go slightly different. So yeah, just completely lost here. So let's bring it to the initial state. So as far as we specifying this all moves flag passed into the make move function, what we got here, so we got the initial position, then we move the point from A2 to A3, returning this back. Perfect, everything works just fine. But if now we have the same move, which is obviously not a capture, right? It's not a capture, and I just specify only captures flag here. This time it doesn't have to make the move. Yeah, it doesn't, you see? So we see like we got this A2 pawn here, and then we didn't really make a move because of this condition here within our make move function. So because of this particular condition, so this code didn't fire really because we had this capture flag being equal to all captures, not all moves. So here we can say make a quiet move. Well, I really hope I did spell this quiet word correctly. Make quiet move. Okay, I'll just say like quiet move. And here within the else clause that will create just right in the middle, it will say like a capture move. So else and the next we need to have one more condition here. So to make sure that the move that is being passed into the make move function is actually a capture, instead of just doing this, making this move, we need to make sure that it has the capture flag turned on. So I can say if, and now my macro to extract the capture flag, so get move, I hope this is called get move capture, don't really remember, but I hope so. And the move is an argument to this macro. In this case it seems like it's literally enough just to call make move function recursively. So make move, and so what it takes, the move, and now I just changed the flag to all moves. Okay guys, just hold on a sec, I really need to check this out if it didn't mess up anything, so just hold on a second, bear with me, and I'll get back just right in a moment. Yeah, this is almost kind of it, so we just only need to add that else. So if this move doesn't really have a capture flag being set up, we just want to return 0, which well, usually it means like it's an illegal move, but in our case, this would mean that move is not a capture like this. So and yeah, so here we want to make capture move. No, not like this. If move is a capture, we want to make this capture move. Okay, so here we just extract. So let me just try and compile and run this just to make sure that it still kind of works. No warnings. Okay, I will provide this capture flag just right in a moment, and I'll show you the difference between if it is provided or if it's not provided also. But let's assume that it is provided actually. So here we call our make move function again, passing exactly the same move that has been passed to it already, right over in here. But the difference is that we did change the capture flag, so this time it would actually get right over in here, because it thinks like just whatever move. So it's like all moves, but we already know that this move is a capture because we did make sure that it is a capture in this condition in particular. So after this move would have been made within the recursive call of the make move function, and it would alter the board position basically. So now let's go for a couple of tasks just to demonstrate of how this kind of works. So let's have this pawn on d5 and let's capture on e6. And I just want to say like d5 with a capture on e6. But I'm not gonna be specifying the capture flag, this one, for now, just for now. And in theory, it shouldn't make this move because the capture flag test shouldn't be passed ever. So we get this pawn on d5 and still we get this pawn on d5 even though it captures, but we didn't set up the capture flag as I've been mentioning, so that's the reason the move isn't made. So if I just set the capture flag, now this should make this move. So let's have a look. So we got this pawn on d5, perfect, and we got this move, got this pawn on d6. Now we just captured the pawn on d6, then we just restored our position back. So this is the exact elegant solution of distinguishing between the quiet moves and the captures, which is absolutely essential feature in order to implement our quiescence search, intended to get rid of the horizon effect produced by the bare alpha beta search. So we also need to make sure that we reach the composition before we return the final evaluation of our position, and this is the exact way to generate only the force and moves, only captures basically, until we get the list of captures exhausted, which means that the quiet position has been reached, so we can return the score from that sort of position without without being afraid that our queen has just captured a pawn and it thinks like your position is better and doesn't even see that your queen is going to be captured by the pawn back on the next move. So just to avoid that sort of a disaster, we do distinguish these quiet moves and the captures within the make move function, or to later on make use of it within our quiescence search. Okay guys, so this is it for this video. I hope you learned something interesting out of it. This is it from my side. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, and take care.